Hello, hello. Welcome to another part of the Japan travel vlogs. This is going to be the Izu portion I'll be covering today. Let's get started. What you're seeing here are my Nendoroids, and the reason why I have them out is because they're going to be a recurring theme in my photos. I made it my mission on my second trip to take as many photos as I could with them, just because I thought it'd be a really fun thing to do. I was a little self-conscious when there were people around and they saw me taking them out, but I got a positive reaction from them when they realized what I was trying to do. Kind of like, I think there's like one instance where I took them out and then like a girl look is like, ah, kawaii, and I'm like, oh, cool. so yeah, it was my first time doing Nendoroid photography. I kept it simple with just having them always in their sitting pose. The major reason is when they're sitting, they can just stand up on them by themselves, and it's kind of like not that easy for them to tip over, except for Rin. I don't know why Rin likes to tip over a lot. I guess it's because it's not that balanced. But anyways, let's not go into that. Yes, and I also didn't bring any extra parts to change their expressions or poses because I just didn't want to make it complex. I just wanted to take a picture and just like be in and out, you know? And, like simple, just keep it simple since it's my first time. Yeah. Oh, you might notice that Aoi doesn't have eyebrows. That's because so I wanted all of them to have a hat. So Aoi's hat is different in the sense that like her hat is basically this. It's like a cap she wears. So it usually just goes on her like this, but sometimes it just covers her face, right? Depending on what the camera angle is facing. So there are like some pictures that she has her hat, some pictures she doesn't. The one she doesn't is usually just because her hat would be covering her face. And you might notice here I'm trolling with the Boshi Nendoroid. So I thought it'd be funny to replace one pink-haired character with another pink-haired character. Let me just put Mochi on the side here. Oh. And let me just get Nadeshiko in. Bring closer. Ah, see what I mean? This is Rin likes to fall. It's hard to Rin, balance, please. Ah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, let me check closer. Yeah. Okay, moving along. If you never watched Yuru Camp, this may be minor spoilers. The last 5 episodes of season 2, they go on an Izu camping trip. If you don't know what Izu is, it's a peninsula in Japan. Having been there, I would say it's a nice vacation spot. I saw tourists and even locals that seemed like they were on vacation. So in the anime, there are geospots, and what that means is basically geological landforms. Sorry, I may be rushing this, and I'm also reading off a script because I kept having to do so many retakes of this. But the reason I say it's a nice vacation spot is because there's like tons of geospots over there and lots of tourist attractions. Yeah, and like in the anime, it only covers like maybe around 12 to 13. I say 12 to 13 because there's one geospot that it shows in the anime, but they never actually visit, which I will mention when I actually show it. But but I think Izu has like tons of them. I would say 100 at least, but I actually don't know what the exact number is. So there's like tons of stuff to do in Izu. Yeah, so I mentioned earlier there's 12, and I visited 10. The reason for that is because the 2 I didn't visit are really hard to get, like hard or impossible to get to by busing or walking. Like basically you need a car, which I did not have a car, nor did I bother figuring out how to do whatever rideshare service they have over there in Japan. For the most part, busing and walking were fine. They were like my means of transportation. Buses will get you, at least for me, buses got me wherever I needed to be. And if they didn't, I would just walk it. So For buses in rural Japan, you just need to be aware of their schedule and plan around it. Depending on where you go, buses could be sparse. Just make sure you don't miss the last bus of wherever you're trying to go to, or where you're trying to get back to, actually, so you're not stranded. And yeah, the last bus is like generally early too, right? I saw like the last bus being at like 5 p.m. sometimes, but I know like it could be even as early as 3 p.m. So just make sure to double check a bunch wherever you're planning to go to if you ever do visit the countryside. For me, I love the countryside. It's just because it's not crowded, and you know, it's like nature's everywhere, and I think the major thing is it not being crowded. It's just peaceful, you know. I'm sure that's like obvious information, but you know. I think for the majority of my time there, I have the sidewalk and trails to myself. It's like a good and a bad thing. The good being like, you know, just lots of alone time, you know, lots of me time. But the bad thing is like, you know, if you're ever walking inside in a trail inside a forest, it seems very desolate. So, you know, just be wary, and be safe. Be like aware of your surroundings, and I think it'll be okay. I was worried about wild animals, but I didn't really see anything aside from like a stray cat. So luckily, I never really encountered anything like that. So that was okay. And for roads are interesting because the roads in Japan are narrow. So, and it's like a 50-50 chance. 50-50, maybe like 60, like a 2/3 of a chance there not being a sidewalk, maybe. I don't know. It just, so take that as you may. Yeah, and because there isn't any sidewalk, you're going to be close to cars. So I wasn't a fan of that. Definitely not. And there are also steep turns, right? You see like, I don't know what a good anime to reference, like Initial D, right? If you ever see those steep turns that they make inside that anime. So that's definitely a thing. But there are traffic mirrors, so at least you can definitely use those to be safe. And aside from that, while you're walking, you might run into, at least for me, I ran into some construction workers and like forest maintenance workers along the way. So it definitely helps to know that there are people around, because as I mentioned earlier, it could get desolate sometimes. So it was nice to see them. They're nice. They greet you with like either like a "Ohayo gozaimasu" or just a casual silent head nod, you know. So, but yeah, overall my experience there was tranquil. I walked alongside the coast a lot because you are like beside the sea, basically. Or the places I visited were beside the sea. And the one thing I did observe over there were many tsunami evacuation paths. So that was nice to see that there. Just like if ever there was a case of a tsunami happening, basically the strat would just be going onto higher ground. So that kind of makes sense. Okay, so let's get on to the photos. Yep. So you see my first photo here. It's just a practice shot I did for leaving for Japan. Most of my Nendroids were in boxes because I just don't have space to put them anywhere. But that was just me taking them out of the box, putting them into like the sitting pose, as I mentioned earlier. And I took like some practice shots just to strategize how I wanted to take photos. So just did some practice before I left. So the first geo spot I visited was Joyama. So Joyama is basically just a mountain that kind of looks like a fist, as they mentioned in the anime. And I can compare it with the picture I have here. Yeah, the greenery is different in the anime than when I went, so kind of interesting. Yeah, and I was like taking this Google Map path, walking towards Joyama, and I feel like I was like inside someone's farming field. And then I kind of stopped like halfway because I kept like I was getting closer and closer to Joyama, and I just realized like, oh, I don't really need to be at the base of Joyama. That doesn't really make sense. Like, what is there to do there? So yeah, I just stopped halfway. Plus, like, it's very overcast and cloudy that day too, right? So didn't. Sorry, I was just thinking like overcast and cloudy are the same thing. Why did I say that twice? Yeah. So I just kind of like weary of rain, I guess. Oh yeah, and this is I was on the road when taking this photo. It was like a road that had like a car like once every like 5 to 10 minutes or something. So I was here taking a photo and just making sure there weren't any passing cars at the same time. So yeah, interesting. It's not the best of photos, but it's okay. And then the next geospot I visited was the Rugu Sea Cave. So this is the entrance that I took a picture of. And in the anime... why can't I find it? Ah, there it is. Yeah, so this is the entrance to the anime. Yeah, so this is the staircase. So they took it from the angle of the staircase going down. I took it from before entering, but yeah, you can see the staircase here. And then, yeah, this is the actual cave itself. As you can see here. Oops. Yeah, it's like you can see like the top of the cave. So yeah. So I put like Rin on this log here, which basically acts like a pole because they have a barrier. I say barrier, but it really is just like a chain and a pole here to prevent people from going in further. But yeah, I guess there really isn't any point of going in further. I don't know if the tide reaches in more, maybe that's why. But yeah, so that maybe that's why they have the barrier. I was thinking of what would happen if she fell, but it would require like her falling and somebody kicking her for me having to like go past the barrier to go grab her. If she fell, it'd be fine, right? I could just pick her up. Like a barrier is not a fence. So yeah. They also have a trail on the outside that you can walk and get to the top of the sea cave. So I had time until the next bus, so I did go up that trail, but there is a funny story. So the bus I wanted to take was the same bus I got on, so it just meant like I had like 15 to 20 minutes to actually explore. But I missed that bus, and then the next bus after that was 3 hours from the next one. So I didn't know what to do, right? I was like, oh, do I just sit here and wait for 3 hours, or do I just like walk it? And I just decided to walk it, and like because I wanted to go to this next location here, which is Irozaki. But yeah, so I just walked it to like the next bus stop. But like the route Google Map told me to take was like so weird because it was like a narrow route inside like well, at like some points it was a narrow route inside like a forest, right? And you know, just like nobody was there. It was like I was just by myself, and I think it rained that morning too, right? So it was like muddy and slippery. So it was just like it kind of felt like kind of like a horror story. maybe. Like, it wasn't dark at least, but I was just like, oh my god, like this is not an experience I wanted to go through. It was like very suspenseful, and luckily my legs are strong, and plus like I am a hiker slash marathon runner, so I'm pretty good. Like I'm pretty like, but my balance is pretty good. So I was like, oh man, if I slip, this would be the worst shit ever. But luckily I didn't slip. I also did get new shoes before I went to Japan, so I had like these really good hiking shoes on me. It's like hiking slash running shoes. So there was like this one time I almost slipped, but like I was able to catch myself and like rebalance, and I'm pretty sure it's thanks to the shoes, but like partially thanks to the shoes, partially thanks to like my legs. So I don't know. I was like jokingly in my mind, I was just like, oh man, I'm like an S rank hiker or whatever now. But anyways, jokes aside, that was just the it's just a story I wanted to tell. Oh yeah, and, I was wearing a cap too, right? And I freaking walked into a spider web, and I got freaked out just because I didn't see it. There's like so many spider webs, in like rural Japan. So luckily I just brushed off the web, and like I think the spider was on it too. Luckily the spider wasn't that big. So oh yeah, and I forgot to show this one picture. Yeah, so in the anime they showed this Toji Beach, right? So this is actually the bus stop I got off at, and if you walk like up here, you will get to the sea cave. And this is what I wanted to mention too. Like, look at this. There's like no sidewalk, right? So you just have to walk on the road. So, yeah. All right. So going to the next one, I go to Irozaki. So this is actually not a place that they visit in the anime. Yeah. So sorry. That's the view around Irozaki. This is when they first go to Izu, like the episode that they first go to Izu, they use Irozaki as an example to explain geospots. I don't know if they do go to it in the manga, but sorry, I'm trying to find the image. Yeah, so you can see here. They don't actually go here, but they do show it. They do animate it here. I got some people in my image. Oops. Or my photo. Oops. Oh yeah, and you see some windmills here. So this is like I think these might be the Hosono Plateau windmills. So yeah, it's nice that you can see them from like another spot. And I tried to take some pictures. I was very careful with my Nendoroids, not placing them near the ledge, because I definitely did not want to lose any of them. I just really dislike losing my stuff, right? So I was careful with them. And yeah, another picture I took with them here. It's kind of funny because the picture kind of reminds me of the 7TV emote called Neko Pensive. So it's just like, oh, it's like waiting for somebody or waiting for somebody to stream, who knows. And then yeah, there's the lighthouse here. I took like some more photos. And then yeah, same thing with here. I put them on the ledge here, but that's because there is a bottom path like that you can walk in. I was just on the upper path. So if they ever did fall, I could just walk down to the lower path and pick them up, right? So, but the photo kinda didn't come out well. Plus, like there's this metal bar in the way too, which is eh. And then the next geospot I went to is Koganezaki. So this is the horse rocks. Yep. One thing I did want to say is it is funny that so I went to Japan between May to June, which reminds me, if you do ever plan a trip to Japan, if you're gonna do outdoorsy things, never go in June. Apparently June is Japan's rainy season. Luckily, the last portion of my trip was in Tokyo, so it was okay for me to be indoors because it was just Tokyo. But it does put like a damper in your mood if you just travel and it's just raining for the most part. Oh yeah, and I also wanted to mention this path. So yeah, in Koganezaki. Oh no, wait, I didn't mention the horse thing. Yeah, so I saw the horse rocks. So May to June, I went there, and I think that was before the Uma Musume global release. So it's just funny that I saw a bunch of horse rocks before Uma Musume came out. I'm like, I don't know. Did it? I was gonna make a joke. It's like, I don't know, it's like a precursor. It was an icon. It's an eye that caused this Uma Musume boom. Anyways, probably not. It's like not related, right? So just joking here. Yeah. So there's a path that leads. I don't know where it leads, but I kind of wanted to take it, but it was like so windy that day, especially when you're beside the sea. Like it was like windy enough to give you a headache, kind of thing, right? So, and like I have like the perfect image for it. Like this was me basically getting blasted by the wind here. Like I have an image where my hair is all messed up. But anyways, so I decided not to take that path just because I didn't want a headache. So I decided to go back. You can see, yeah, you can see Rin walking here. Yeah, I think the context, she fell asleep during the day and then she woke up in the middle of the night. She just decided to explore, so that's why she was at Koganezaki. Yeah, so I decided to take some images with Rin. And yeah, it was really nice seeing these wooden lakes. Probably not pronouncing that word right. But they're called, I think they're called Emma in Japanese. Yeah, so it was very cute. It was very nice seeing, yeah. You can definitely feel the love for the series, so that's why I really liked it. Next, I visited the Koganezaki campground, and I was able to snap this nice picture here. So I'm very happy with this picture. And you can see in the anime, that's the campground that they stay at. Yeah, that's a great picture, man. So the next geo spots I visit, so this is actually two geo spots. One is the Tombolo land bridge, and then the second one is the Sanshiro Islands. So I think what this one is, if the tide is low enough, you can just walk across the bridge here, or path here, and actually go explore the Sanshiro Islands. Ah, there's, yeah. I went here early in the morning, so there wasn't anyone else here. And plus, like, I didn't really have anything to dry myself off with, so I just decided not to go into the water. Yeah. I kind of wanted to, but yeah, I just decided not to. I'm a little safer when I'm traveling, so. Yeah, I took some pictures with the girls. And I tried to take the picture in the same spirit as this image. I mean, obviously I'm not going to dip my Nendoroids in the water, but the... Oh yeah, no, I don't have the Enna Nendoroid. The, when I was buying my Yuru Nendoroids, I kind of like batched a bunch of Nendoroids together, so I didn't really think about getting hers. And then I found out like she has one. So kind of my fault for not ordering it for the trip. And then the next spot is Tensodo. It's another cave that they visited. Yeah, so you see here, this is the outside of the cave. So I saw like a boat. I didn't take a picture of the boat, but there was a boat inside the cave. So I was like, oh, there must be like some sort of boat tour for this. And then if you just walk around a bit, like it's like nearby and you can find it pretty easily. And you can go on the boat tour. So they'll take you around the coast and then they'll go inside the cave itself. So I've been on a boat before, but like I got to sit outside of, not outside of the boat, like in the open. And basically they require you to wear a life jacket in case, like, I don't know, if you fall off board or anything. I was very careful with my camera because I did not want to drop my camera in the water, and I didn't really take pictures of my Nendroids because I definitely didn't want to drop them in the water either. So, oh yeah, and there's if you walk around Dogashima, there's like a banner here, and there's also cutouts. I thought the cutouts were pretty nice to see. So yeah, this is the inside of the cave, Tensoto, and I don't know, I think this is a good image. I like the luminescence, is that the word? I don't know, I like the color of the rocks here. And that it's the light reflecting the water too. Nice. Yeah. And yeah, this is in the anime. You can see the light rays going through. I don't think I was able to snap a picture of that, but I was able to get a picture of like the sun coming out of the hole, like the sunlight coming through the hole. I was kind of worried because I think that day was a little cloudy, so I was worried if there would be no sunlight, but it was fine. I think there's a specific name for these sun rays, like the angel staircase or something. I'll have to look it up later. Like, I know there's a name for it. And then the next geo spot I go to is the Sawada Park Open Air Bath. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Yep, so you guys can see here. And then yeah, there's an Aoi cutout at the there. So if I were to compare it to this image, she would be right here. And then this is the actual bath itself. Oh, actually, before that, there is an image of Rin exploring before entering the bath. So this is the bath itself, right? This little I was gonna say building, but it's really not. It's like a shed or something. And then you can see the Sanshiro Islands from here. So yeah. Yeah, this is the bath itself. I took a picture of Aoi just because I saw the cutout. So yeah, so it's kind of interesting that like so this thing is on the left in the anime, if you see here, but it's actually on the right in real life. So it's just a very minor difference that I want to point out. It was like my first time going to an onsen, so it was a nice experience because I did want to go to an onsen in an outdoor onsen rather than an indoor one, just because I don't know, like, is it that the one you're one with nature meme? But it just seemed very promising, right? And it was, right? It makes sense because it was nice to be outside, relaxing, you know. Yeah, so I stayed in there for like 15 minutes, but I think through the first 5 minutes I didn't really feel anything because they do say like you shouldn't stay inside like onsen for too long. But then after like 2 or 3 minutes, I started to feel it in my head, right? So I was just like, oh, okay. And for the most part, I had the onsen to myself for like 7 to 8 minutes or something, like half of it, and then someone else came in, right? And you can see here like the onsen's pretty small, right? So I think I was just sitting here and the other guy was just sitting here. I don't know, he's pretty nice. We didn't really say anything to each other. We were just like silent for the most part. But we were just there enjoying ourselves, you know. Yeah, it really did help me relax after like all the walking I did on this trip. So Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just giving you guys my first onsen review because I've never been to one, but like definitely onsens are like magical, you know. I'm a believer. Okay, so the next place I go to is Mount Amuro. Let me find Mount Amuro. Alright, it's at the here. Yeah, so you can see here. And then you can see the lifts. Yeah. Yeah, so because that's cute. So because they were sitting together, I took a picture of those two. Yeah, pretty nice. And then this is the torii at the entrance. Yeah. Oh, sorry, clicking the wrong folder. So when you get to near the top, they actually do have this camera thing, or like they basically take a picture of you, and I don't know how, like it's kind of weird because normally how it works here, if like for like a tourist attraction that they have like a picture of you, they take the picture of you, then they ask you when you get to the top if you want to buy it, and then they'll print it out for you. But when you go over there, they already have it printed out, and then they'll ask you like, oh, do you want to buy this? And I feel like it's like, oh, it's kind of weird because like, what if, I feel like a majority of people would say no, right? Because it was like $10 to like $12 or something around that price. And even I was thinking about saying no. I was like, oh, that's a waste. Like, you printed out the photo, it's like in this nice booklet, and then like people don't buy it. But I chose to buy it because, you know, my family usually complains like I never take pictures of myself when I go traveling. So I'm just like, all right, you know what? It's fine. I'll get the picture. It'll be a nice memory, you know. So that was something I wanted to mention. Yeah, Mount Muro was very nice. It was one of my favorite places visiting, just because you have an overview of like the town, and just, you know, you can see a lot. You know, there's like this nice trail you can walk on when you're up there. Yeah, just a very nice place. Let me just pull up the comparison screenshot. Yeah, so just lots to see, you know. And yeah, this is the torii that's over here. Oh yeah, these are the Jizo statues here. Yeah. Yeah, this was cute. And then yeah, they have like the Yuru camp decoration and merch here. Oh yeah, they have the capybaras here too. So this is a zoo. I'll mention it later, not now. Yeah, just more stuff. So the next place I go to is the Izu Orange Center. And I mentioned earlier I don't have the Enan Android. So yeah, picture felt a little lonely. Only have Aoi. Yeah, so they had like a lot of Yuru camp stuff there. It's very nice to see. They even have the Ena cutout. Yeah. Oh, this one. There's like a scene in the anime where Rin was just so focused on going to Izu, or just thinking about Izu. It's like Izu while she's working. I couldn't find that scene. I'll have to look more thoroughly for it. But yeah, it was a funny scene. And then I got the orange juice here. It was very good. Like, it better be good because they were an orange center. So yeah, basically very good, very refreshing. They also had like other kind of juices there. There was like this wild berry mix. I think the next time, if I ever do come back to Izu, and if I ever go back to the Izu Orange Center, I definitely want to get like definitely the orange again, and definitely try the wild berry. They had one more. I forgot what the other flavor was. Was it apple juice? I don't remember. And then the next place I visited was the giant shrimp sign that Rin saw when she was traveling in Izu. So the sign is literally in the middle of nowhere. It took a very long time to get here, and at least like 2 buses. And when you got out here, like there was like nobody, or you can see like nobody around for like a long time. So yeah, it was nice that they had this sign here, because I thought it would just be the shrimp sign, but they also have this Yuru camp sign here when you get there. And then this is the actual shrimp sign itself. So I just want to go here. Yeah, just took a picture of Rin at the shrimp sign. Then I got the other side of the sign too. And it's so funny that the bus I took to get here, I got off it and then explored a bit and then went back to the bus stop, and I got on the same bus to go back. And then the next place I went to is Cafe and Hamburger Ramaru. So it's here. Let's see. And then they have like a page from the manga. Kinda cool. Itadakimasu. And Yuru cat stuff here. Yeah, so I didn't know it was like an American style joint. But honestly, I didn't know anything about it aside from it serving a Shimoda burger, so kind of cool seeing. And then this is the Shimoda burger. It's basically, they use kinme, which is like the specialty in Shimoda. It was very good. I would definitely recommend this. Oh yeah, before I continue, on the topic of food, I have been watching, well not have been watching, I finished watching Food for the Soul. Definitely do want to recommend that anime. They do have an episode where they go to Izu, so I just wanted to showcase that. So this is them going to, this is them in Shimoda Station, and you can see the black ship here, which is the same black ship here. But yeah, this is basically what Shimoda Station looks like. And you definitely do recognize it because these trees here too, right? So yeah, very it's very nice seeing like Izu in different other different animes. And there's a train that they take on the east side of Izu. So there's this train, and I've been on this train like at least like 2 or 3 times. And you can see here like they have like some seats that you can view the like that's facing the windows, so that you can have like while you're riding the train, you can see the scenery there from a comfortable position. So yeah, just wanted to give a shout out and mention to this anime. Yeah, and yeah, you can check it out like this. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, so this is the black ship. So there's like a scene where Rin is at the Madogohama Umiyu Park footbath. So I forgot to take a screenshot of that, but funny enough, I do have a screenshot of the Food for the Soul cast here. Yeah, I didn't manage to find the footbath, but it was fine. I don't really take footbaths anyways. So yeah, the black ship. Let me find the comparison image. Yeah, so this is the black ship as shown from the Yuru Camp anime. So, yeah, so I took a picture with all of them because I forgot that the scene was only Rin only. So this is my mistake here, but I guess it was okay. Funny enough, I also did want to mention it's kind of a struggle to get them all seated on this platform because it wasn't really straight, right? And plus like it's a little windy that day too, so they were kind of getting blown off. So this picture took a lot more time than it needed to, but it's okay. And then this is Bishako Island. So you guys can see the Bishako Island here in the anime. Oh, it is a little different. Unless... Huh. I never noticed that. And then next is the Marugahama Umio Park. So you can see that here. Yeah, it's just like a nice park that you can walk alongside to see the sea. The footpath is somewhere here. I just don't know where. And then the next spot I visit is the Sumekizaki. So let me just try to find Sumekizaki. Yeah. And then this is the path to the lighthouse. As you can see here. And then this is the beach. And then the lighthouse itself. So I kind of wanted to I wanted to do something similar, or it's like an image in the spirit of this, but it kind of came out really funny. Just because Nendroids are very small compared to a lighthouse. So this is how the image turned out. I didn't have the Nendroid, plus like there is no Nendroid for the Aoi's sister. So, but you know, I try to get it as much as to the spirit, so. Next is these Mekizaki columnar joints. Is that how you pronounce it? Basically, in the anime, they say like how these joints look like, or how the waves cause these to become like pencil shaped or something like that, like a bamboo pencil. But yeah, so kind of cool. Oh yeah, and you can also see Hosono Plateau from Sumekizaki. Yeah, so I guess this is like some couple stuff. And as you can see here, Ryaju Bakuhatsu Shiro. Yeah. The next place I visit, is the Hosono Plateau Treehouse Village. So this was pretty cool, because as the name implies, village, right? So there were a bunch of these tree houses everywhere. Let me just get the... And it's also a campsite, so I think there were a bunch of people camping here. So I was able to get a nice shot. Yeah, there were people camping here. Hopefully they didn't find me suspicious, but yeah, it's okay. Oh, and this is the path to the summit. It's the next picture. No, it's not. It's Yurozaki X. Yeah. So this is the path to the summit where they decide to race. So I didn't actually go up this path just because it was here, I'll show an image. Yeah, if you see from this image here, like it was very overcast that day, and it forecasted rain as well. But and getting to Hosono Plateau, there is no bus. Like it's basically a 1 hour hike uphill through like a forest. And I'm just like, and I think most people just drive up there. So I was kind of a little worried about rain. Like if it did start raining, I was contemplating to ask like the locals there. It's like, hey, could you drive me back to the station, please? But the luckily it didn't rain. But like I just didn't want to stay there for too long, in case if it did. That's like if it did rain, it would be like I would have to go walk down the trail, like in the middle of a forest. I'm just like, it was just not. It just didn't sound good to me, you know? So that's why I just wanted to get out of there as fast as I could. Yeah, Hosono Plateau was very cool. And it was like seeing the I think because it's known for like the different color of grass. So yeah, those are the windmills you guys saw, and the ones I pointed out earlier. Yeah. Yeah, so a little regret not going to the summit, but if I ever do come back here, I definitely will. Definitely check out the weather better too. So, yeah. And just like getting a picture with them. Alright, and then the next spot I visit is the Darumayama Highlands. So this was, I think this is probably another one of my favorites. Just because when you go up here, you get like a very nice view of everything, just because of how high it is. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the image. Ah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, and you even see Mount Fuji from here too. Oh, and this is the rock thing. Yeah, so... yeah, the rock in the image. Yeah, just you get a very nice view. I think that day Fuji was covered by clouds, but wasn't that big of a deal. I see Fuji like so many times from different viewpoints anyways on my trip, so it was okay. But yeah, look at this, it's very nice. Yeah, I really like this spot, and I got like a really nice image here. Yeah, that was great. It's I was gonna say Japanese like ii keshiki, but don't want to be too much of a weeb. Okay, so next is the Darumayama Kogen camping ground. So this is the second camping ground they stayed at for their Izu trip. So yeah, you can see it here. So the front here would be this. And then I was able to take a picture here. I grabbed a pine cone from nearby, and then I put it back later. But yeah, nice picture here. Yeah. I had some time while waiting for the bus, so I just took more shots. And then the last place I visit is Roadside Station I don't know why I stumbled that. Roadside Station Amagigoe. So this is where they got the wasabi ice cream. Trying to find an image. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so this is where they get the wasabi ice cream from. Yeah, so I have a funny story for this. Normally when I eat soft serve ice cream, you get it in like a cone or a bowl, right? Just because it has, if it melts, it has something to drip into and it's not messy. But because they got it in a cone, I wanted to honor the spirit of the anime. So I decided to get a cone. And let me tell you, it was the messiest thing I've ever did. Because you see, like, it's already melting while I was taking this other image with the Nendroids. So it was melting everywhere, like onto my jeans, onto the floor. Luckily there was luckily I carry a lot of napkins with me too, right? But the luckily there's a washroom nearby here, so I cleaned it up. But the yeah, never get a code, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that was my Izu trip. Let's see. If I ever do come back to Izu, there are still like stuff for me to do. But when I went to Dogashima, I actually wasn't able to go to Dogashima Shokudo, which is the restaurant that they ate at. Let me try to find the image. Yeah, here. Yeah, so they eat at Dogashima Shokudo, but it was closed on the day I went to Dogashima. It's my fault for not double checking when they were open. Ah, no, Rin fell. So yeah, it's just unfortunate that that happened. And then there are the two spots, the geo spots I did mention that I needed a car to get there. It was Cape Osei and Cape Mihama, so if I go back to Izu, I would want to try to get to there. I don't know. I'll see if there's like some other alternative, but you know. And then there's also the Shabo Tenzu I mentioned earlier. It was in that Mount Omuro image. Yeah, here. Yeah, so this is the Shabo Tenzu. So they're known for having capybara chilling inside an onsen. But the dates for those, or like the season for that, is like from November to April. I was there in May and June, so I think I just missed it. Funny enough, I was near the Shabo Tenzu to go to it, but I didn't go to it because there were no capybara there. So maybe next time. And then the last thing I wanted to try was the Kawaru Sakura Matsuri, but you have to also be in season for that too, right? The Kawaru Sakura only bloom from February to March, because they bloom earlier than regular Sakura, so that's why they have the festival earlier. So yeah, definitely wasn't in season for that. And yeah, I think I'll end it off with food recommendations. So I think the Shimoda burger, definitely one of my food recs. And then if you're in Shimoda, you could probably find it anywhere, but I did have Kinmei Katsudan, so that was very good. I really enjoyed that. People want the name of the restaurant, just let me know. I can post it somewhere. Oh yeah, and the photo album will be in the description. And then when I was in Shuzenji Station, I found a Chinese restaurant that was nearby, and I had mapo tofu just because I was really craving mapo tofu. So I definitely recommend this place. The person that was working there, I think she's like a retired Chinese person. She was very nice. She's very accommodating. She asked if she asked how spicy I wanted it, and then she asked like how was it. You know, it's very nice service. Yeah, it really did feel like home cooking, so I really appreciated that, and I would definitely go back if I was ever around that area again. So yeah, it was a good experience. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for tuning in to my Izu vlog. There's still one more vlog left. It'll be the Yamanashi one. I'll get that out whenever. But yeah, wanted to thank people for stopping by, listening, and yeah, have a nice day, and see you next time.